I am here with the amazing Marie Diamond, and I'm so excited for her to be here because I have wanted to interview her since 2014, and she's here, so we're making it happen. If you don't know who Marie is, she is one of the world's top transformational leaders, speakers, and best-selling authors. She's the only European star featured in the worldwide phenomenon The Secret. She merges her intuitive knowledge of the law of attraction with her studies of quantum physics, meditation, feng shui, and dowsing to transform the success of individuals and corporations. Her clients include billionaires, A-list celebrities, writers, speakers, CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, governments, and more than 300,000 students online. So as you can see, Marie is amazing. So Marie, thank you for being here. And it's a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Lovely to be with you here and for all your viewers and listeners.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Feng Shui is and how you got into it and how it can help us in our life?
Yeah. So Feng Shui is a 4,000-year-old energy system that was understood by the Chinese, and only since the 1980s, it actually crossed over to the West. So it's very new for the Western society. But I always believed that Feng Shui was kind of known by people, by masters, by farmers, like by business people, because they all know there are certain places that they're like, oh, this is a good location, or this is location when I set up my business there, I thrive, and other locations they just don't thrive. Yeah. Or the crops are good here, and then other places the crops are not good here, right? So there is in the Western world some information about it, but they did not know there was a system behind it that you can actually find out where the good energy is and how you can even shift if there's a negative energy, right? So they had no idea about that. So I kind of got into it after a bad accident. Accidents are always bad, but I mean, it was that bad that I was, considered declared dead, and I got back after a night. An experience being on the other side, so a near-death experience. And I had already a mentor at that time, and I asked that mentor, like, what did I do wrong to attract that bad experience? How can I make it different? And he shared with me that I had bad feng shui, and I had no idea what that meant at that time, right? I'm from Belgium. A Catholic family. So I had not really an idea that there was something to the environment. Now, I have to be honest, the bedroom where I slept was like, I took it over from my sister. It looks still like 30 years ago. But at that time, people were not very focused on design and interior design. And but I did not like the space. I really knew I was really not happy there. And so then I asked my parents if I could change it to another bedroom, change the colors, change the decoration, and started like thriving, like things, from being a very bullied and sad young woman, I have to be honest, depressed. I just became very happy and joyful. And I knew the only thing that really changed was my environment. So that is my first steps in feng shui. And I do believe we all feel that. We all have places in our home that we're like, we love being here. And then other places we're like, we don't hang out there. Like even could be very beautiful, but we just don't spend time there. So we have an instinctive experience, to be honest, about places, right? Or even restaurants. And they are not always the most beautiful restaurants, but you love going out there, right? And then other places you're like, yeah, it looks great, but I'm never returning, right? So there we have that instinctive feeling of a space, yeah? And but feng shui is like really the knowledge about how you can make it positive. Every space can become positive. And when you have a positive place, you even activate it more. So for me, when later on I started really studying about law of attraction and quantum physics, I started understanding that feng shui for me was like the quantum physics of the environment, because a lot of people are focusing on motivation, on the mindset, but your environment is responsible for your mindset too. Like just imagine if you're in a space and there's all clutter and there's all, it looks awful, right?
Yeah.
Um, the first thing, especially women, will do is like they will literally go and clean up, right?
Right.
And go throw things out, and they'll bring in some fresh flowers, and they lit up a candle, and like we make it nice, right? And then we feel good in that space. Well, what they don't know is that they work with Feng Shui. The Feng Shui means they are creating a new qi, because it's all about energy. They're creating some flow in the space around them. And that's exactly some basic Feng Shui that you will start first with, decluttering the space and making it more beautiful, making it more harmonious, feeling good in the space, right? That's why I think about the interior design world is existing, or all the interior design shops where we just go in and we get something new, or we find a new sofa, or we find a new bed and change our covers, and we just want to feel good where we live and sleep and work. But it does affect how we feel in it. And when it affects how we feel, it affects how we think in that space. Yeah. So there are spaces that are really not supporting your mindset, your success, what you attract. And when I started studying Feng Shui, my grandmaster in Feng Shui explained to me that the law of attraction, well, of course, in The Secret we talk about, that is actually responsible. The attraction is 1/3 responsible by our environment. So where we sleep and live and work is actually affecting us for 1/3. So not just creating a mindset or doing practices, it's just literally by being in that space, we will create a different law of attraction, if it's a positive space or a negative space. Yeah. And there's some special steps that we can do about that we can turn things around. So I would love to share that today.
Oh, that would be amazing. That's so interesting how everything is connected, even what's around us, and I always knew about the clutter because, because your mind isn't clear when you're
Correct.
amongst a lot of clutter. So yeah, that's just, oh, wow. So let's get into the colors, because I wanted to really ask about how the colors influence our lives as well.
Right. Well, you have a beautiful color on yourself today. And
Yeah.
so it is really a color of, I would say, collaboration. Yeah. So there's an energy of I collaborate with people without judging them. Yeah. That's kind of what that color that you have on is today. So what it means, colors is all about energy, right? So if people just would wear only black, yeah, there's not so much color to it, right? I always say, well, then don't be surprised. Your life is not very colorful if you only wear black, right? So you want to spice things up a little bit, right? And there are specific colors that attract more success, that attract more abundance, and also attract more health and romance. So let's start with abundance. The color for abundance is gold. Yeah. So wearing something that is gold or gold looking, but also surrounding yourself with things that are gold looking. I'll just give you an example. I have my water bottle. This is my water bottle.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like all little diamonds, right? But it's not real diamonds, of course, but it's gold. So I always have something gold around me. So even my pens, they're like in a golden pot. Yeah. So I always put golden items around me because gold stands for abundance. Think about it, also stands for the best. Like if you have a golden medal, I mean, people go to the Olympic Games not to win the silver medal, right? They go to win the golden medal, let's be honest, right?
That's true.
So having things around you, gold looking, doesn't have to be real gold. But for example, people have certificates, put them in a golden frame, or gold looking frame. Put golden candles around you, put your awards up. So as you're putting that around you, you're actually giving yourself permission to be more like this. Yeah. So that's something I always suggest. Like if you look at my glasses, they're gold looking, right? So I always look through a golden glasses because I always want to see the abundance in life. Right. And so you can play with that, of course. And then if you want more success, then you will work more with colors that are blue. Yeah. And the best color for that is like royal blue. Yeah, so
Oh.
I always drink out of a royal blue glass. Yeah,
Mhm.
so my water is in gold, but I drink out of gold, the blue one.
Yeah.
So I always have something in blue around me
Mhm.
because it activates my mind to be successful. Just for example, some people will wear a royal blue tie or a royal blue vest or some things in royal blue, especially if you go for special meetings, business meetings. It's
Yeah.
always good to wear something in royal blue, even if it's a shawl or earrings for women or a tie for men if they or a shirt. So something, it doesn't have to be a lot, not the whole thing needs to be dressed. It's all about Feng Shui is all about acupuncture. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's all about putting small little things around you. And think about love for bedrooms. Of course, you would then go for colors that are like rose and pink. And for
Oh.
men, they can go more for oranges. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it creates happiness and joy. And so these colors are hot pink or like even purples, like something, but not again to paint your whole room like this, but just some pillows, some candles, some
Accent. Mhm.
yeah, accents, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to change everything around you. You don't need to do that, right? So just doing all of that is definitely very, very good. And so that is colors just give a vibrational field out. Yeah. And that's why I love colors. And we work with 24 specific colors to activate certain things in your home.
Oh, I love that. I think that's why I'm always changing my brand colors as well, because I just want that sense of vibrancy and abundance, and just so it's just wow, like that really affects our moods and how we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I know everyone has a personal success direction. So
Yeah.
how can they find out what that is and how to activate it?
So, we just shared a little bit of more general tips, but now let's focus on you as a person, right? So, based on your birthday and your birth gender, you
Mhm.
have a numerological calculation that gives you your personal energy number, and that's between 1 and 9. And that indicates what is the best success direction for you. So you can go to my website, marydiamond.com, and download a free ebook, or you can also go for free to my free Mary Diamond app. And there you will be asked to put in your birthday and birth gender, and it will calculate your energy number. And then it will give you your personal success direction. So because in Feng Shui, we work with water and wind. So it's all about the compass directions.
Right.
So, for example, mine is southwest, is my compass direction that creates the most success for me. I don't know what is yours, Cheryl. Have you already checked?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm really interested.
You have to do that. Can I just
Yes.
quickly know your birthday?
Oh, 424, 78.
4, 4/24/78.
Yes.
Okay. So you are a 2. So that means that your success direction is northeast. So you are called the teacher. Yeah. So the
Mm.
teacher is like you are an eternal learner and you love whatever you learn, you always want to share it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's like who you are, right? And so what happens is that you need then to look. You will see there will be on the app, you will have a compass that indicates where your success direction is. And in your success direction of your office, you need to first of all declutter. You cannot have any chaos in that direction. So for you, it's northeast. For me, it's southwest. For somebody else, it can be north or south or west. It can be different.
Right.
And then you first declutter it, and then you create there, I call it a success corner. So it could be on the wall, could be a cabinet, and you put there symbols of success for you, right? So, for example, for you, it's a summit. You can put the logo of the summit there, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I have awards there. I have my books there. I have my products there. I have my vision board there, right? If you have a vision board, you can place there. I have my business cards there. I have, you know, certificates. So I created like a little area where that always works for me
Mm-hmm.
in connection with the universe. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like a portal of success to the universe. And you will see when you go to the app, there are several free videos that can help you to set up that success direction. And if you then want to go and continue more, then actually you can go to the premium version. I think it's like $3 a month. So it's very
Yes.
expensive to do that. And when you do that, you learn everything, how to set up your relationship direction and your health and your wisdom,
Wow.
especially if you want romance and better teamwork and attract better clients. You want to work with your relationship direction. What for you is Northwest. Yeah. So in the relation direction, for example, I have pictures of successful people. I have a globe there because I'm global, right? I have a picture of my family there, right? I have a picture of my team there, right? So I kind of, it's like working with acupuncture. Literally, you're activating these areas. And as you're activating that, you're actually supporting your mindset to manifest everything you do. And your environment is responsible for 1/3, 33.3% of the results of your law of attraction.
Wow.
And if you are missing out on that, it's possible you're missing out on it, but also that it blocks you. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of people are saying, oh, the secret is not working for me. The law of attraction is working for me. I said, because this is the missing link. This
Mm-hmm.
is the link that the creator of the secret practiced, because I guided her. 50% of the people in the secret were my clients.
Mm-hmm.
They had all this aspect of the law of attraction. Of course, they don't share about it because that's not their purpose. It's
Mm-hmm.
my purpose to share it with you,
Right.
right? So if you feel you hit a ceiling, it's because your environment is blocking you to go to the next level.
Wow. That was amazing. And it's powerful. It's because it's like it's really opening up my mind to things that I want to change now,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's amazing. And something that I always say is that, when you get your personal life together, your business life will come together, and it's really not the other way around. So,
Yeah.
it's really just
That's correct. Yeah, and the great thing, it's very simple to do, right? It's not,
Mhm.
I really created a very easy way to do that through the app. And so as you're changing things around, and suddenly like things open up, and what happens is that literally the flow comes back in your life. Yeah. And that is what Feng Shui really wants. It wants you to be in the flow of good energy. Yeah.
Yes.
And so once you do that, you're like, oh, and I set up my desk this way and I change things around me. It's not something you have to do daily, right?
Mhm.
It's not like a discipline of an exercise. You don't need to do it daily. You just set it up. And
Mhm.
once in a while, you keep track of everything is still in the right place. Yeah. Okay. And you keep it decluttered. That's the whole main thing.
Yes, yes. Keep a clear space so you can have a clear mind and that energy
Correct.
can keep flowing. Oh my goodness, it's so powerful. So Marie, do you have a gift that you want to offer our attendees? Something that they can get from you? I know you're amazing. You probably have a lot of things, but is there something specific that you want to offer?
Yeah. So we would love to offer them the free report. Yeah.
Okay.
So the energy report. And so I'm sure there's a link available for
Yes.
that. And so, in that report, they will actually understand how to find their success direction, but then a lot of tips how to really do it. So it's like an ebook that they receive, that
Mhm.
they literally can start practicing this right away without it's literally a practical book. So you do this, you do this, you do this, like you go over the steps. And
Mhm.
this is after 28 years of practice and worked with thousands and thousands of people worldwide. This is what I know works for everyone. Yeah. So let the magic begin.
Yes, that's what I say. Let the magic begin. I love that. Well, thank you so much for your wisdom and your knowledge, your expertise, just everything that you have poured into us today. I know I'm excited to get started with my magic, and I hope everyone else is too. So, do you have any final words that you would like to say to women who really are in the midst of or who really want to just level up in their leadership? And
Yeah.
and just make that happen for themselves?
Well, first of all, congratulations wherever you are already at this moment. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm sure you already have gone through a whole journey. And sometimes we don't look back enough to see what we already have done and to kind of, give a tap on our shoulder, like say, hey, I did great, because I've seen many times women are not so good at that. They're like always looking forward, like I want to do this and this, but hey, you already achieved quite a bit. So be happy, be grateful for what you have achieved so far. And then I always suggest to people, write down your goals, make a vision board, write down in a journal, put that all in your success direction of your office or your bedroom, so that you always are connected in with your success energy, and let your environment start supporting you in
Yes.
making that success happen.